really kind of got my foot wet a little bit, I guess my feet wet a little bit whenever I was in high school. 10th and 11th grade, I attended the Greene County Republican meetings. Just kind of, as a teenager, didn't have a title or anything, but went with my mom. Convinced her to go, actually. And then I volunteered her to be our treasurer, and she's not really super into politics, so she kind of mad at me, but she did it for me. So started going to a couple events like the Lincoln Day dinner, but it wasn't until I got to college that I really got to be involved in politics on the front lines, so to say. I majored in political science and history, double major at Ouachita Baptist. In freshman year, I attended my first college Republican meeting. And so that's where I got introduced to college Republicans and the organization. And following the next year, sophomore year, I was elected as chair of the OVU College Republicans. From there, I went to exec on the exec board as executive director of Arkansas Federation of College Republicans. And then junior year, at the end of junior year, was elected vice chair. So that's what I am right now, is vice chair of AFCR. So it's kind of some of that. I've been able to help on campaigns from local to statewide on Senator Cotton's Senate campaign. So that's kind of a synopsis of what I've been able to do so far. And I just took a job with Americans for Prosperity as their field director in Jonesboro. And so I'm really passionate about leadership, servant leadership. And I think I've just seen what good leadership can do for people and what poor leadership does for people. And it's always burdened me. When I was younger, I thought I would be a missionary. And then I realized there was a really right mission field in America, really. And so just people who needed to be loved on and served right in our backyard. And so I think that's really why I'm passionate about it. I love our history. I'm proud of our history, even our faults we've learned from them, I believe, and we've grown. And so I think that America has a lot ahead of us, good things, if we can grasp onto it. And so that's why I'm passionate about politics. People change. I've watched people change once they've gotten involved in politics, and I know I'm pretty guarded against that, and I've heard I always am. I think that probably the thing that keeps me separated thus far is that I haven't forgotten where I've come from. And I come from I believe, a great but a humble background compared to some people's lives. And so I can relate to people who didn't come from a position in society or from wealth. And so I don't know if that's part of the reason they can see that I can relate to them and that I don't feel like I'm above them. And so that may be why. But I think hopefully it's mostly because they see someone besides me, and that would be Jesus. So I said it in high school, it felt like a Cinderella moment, because I grew up homeschooling and no one really knew me besides being Officer Bunch's daughter when we lived in Greene County. And so I was kind of in the background and no one knew me. Didn't have just a ton of friends. And so whenever you get crowned homecoming queen in high school, in a town you didn't grow up in, and then when you move down to Ouachita and in a big school, that they're wonderful people that were very deserving of it. It's really humbling. It really felt like a Cinderella moment. It really makes you think about what else is going on out around you, not just inside of you, just what people must be seeing from the outside, and just encourages you to keep doing what you're doing. My mom was a stay-at-home mom until I was 12, and she had to go to work after that it's around the time that the financial crisis happened. And so my dad is a police officer, and he has been in law enforcement for 18 years now. And Mama is the secretary of Oak Grove Middle School. And Daddy is a school resource officer. And I have a 3-year-old brother who was born the week before my first week of finals in college, my freshman year. So that's my little family. And Daddy is battling the aftermath of getting a brain tumor removed a few weeks ago, and he's actually going to be starting radiation this coming week just to ensure that his brain tumor doesn't come back. So I think that it's factored in, it's taught me so much about, with mine, my tumor is probably going to have to stay with me for the rest of my life unless they just come up with a miracle or some, new innovation. And so with mine, it causes nerve pain in my back and my arm and my leg. But I think for me, what that's taught me is, one, it's given me another tool in my tool belt with relating to people. And now I can understand not just medical problems from the way it physically, affects you, but emotionally, mentally, and financially, and how it affects your family and your friends. But it's just taught me how to persevere, in that really at the end of the day, there's so many people with stories like mine or that have gone through to me worse, and how they have pushed through. It's helped them focus in on what's really important. And so I'm trying to learn how to take something that's hard and use it for the beneficial side of helping me hone in on what's really important in life and how fragile I really am and how we're not promised tomorrow. Whatever opportunities open up that I can see me being most impactful, and I want to take them, and not counting in money or salary or prestige or position, that I always take the position that's going to be most impactful. And so whether that's running for Congress one day, which I think would be really neat to do to represent the state of Arkansas and its people, or if that is teaching in a school and nobody really knows my name, or if that is staying as a field director at AFP for the rest of my life, then that's what I would like to do. It's not been easy, but doing what's right is always worth it, and it's always paid off.